Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Spellbound Caves. As always, I'm your host, Zeph. Welcome to episode 15. Did a little bit of off-camera work, not too much though. Just picked up the enchantment tables and some other stuff around the two rooms here. Now, let's go make it safe. Now, I'm sure you guys recognize these from the skeletons. My favorites. The explosive arrows. And I'm going to try and hit the spawners with these. Let's poke our heads out here. This was literally like the best journey I've ever had in Minecraft. I got everything I needed for multiple different projects, all at the same time. Can I actually blow up spawners with these? Doesn't look like it. So, looks like I get to blow up skeletons with them. Yeah, this isn't working so well. Darn. But it did look like the slowness from my blessing was actually an AoE thing there, which is kind of cool. So I guess I'll save these last two explosive arrows for some other time. Let's see. I know there's some other potions in here. Some already finished ones. I think is was it this one? I think is this. Yeah, it was. Okay, health 2, regen 2, definitely. Can always use those. Potato? No thanks. Instant health. Regen. Okay, so I'm thinking... gonna chug this regen, run out, take as many spawners as I can. Although... we all know this is not going to go well. Hey! Stop that. Come on. Alright. This is a terrible idea. Let's do it. Charge! Oh gosh. So many of them. Come on! Come on! Ah, yes! Oh gosh. No. No. Comes a time and a point where you just have to say no. Oh gosh. Comes a time and a point where you just have to run. This is far past it. Oh, man. Oh. That was fun. Oh, that was horrible. So many of those guys out there. Okay, well I did get some ender pearls at the very least, so I should be able to hop from there to the front, at least. Seems like a silly solution, though. Well, I do get feathers because of it. No! No. Just no. Please no. Oh, and where were you a couple minutes ago? I was trying to find a... I can speak. I was trying to find a zombie villager, and... yeah, y'all were not anywhere near. Come on. Come on, follow me in. Or not. Guess you're too scared. Which I'm okay with. I was just about to say, let's block this off. Hopefully I don't have to come back this way. And I really hope nothing's waiting for me up here. Like this creeper is. Like those creepers are. Okay. The good news is I'm pretty sure up here is a way to get onto the university area. And I know if we block off some of this, it should be a little bit safer. And just move our base forward and, yeah, slowly move our line forward. That might not work so well, actually. Well, I have regen, so let's go use it. Okay. You. Regen's almost gone. You. And you. Whew. And the way I see it, we have infinite blaze rods at the other area, which I would prefer to farm there anyway, because we have already got some infrastructure as far as farming goes. Okay. Now we're good. There. All good. Almost didn't get that zombie in time. Okay. Well, that's a wall. Hi. How'd you guys get in? Where'd you come from? Probably the same way I did. Well, just knock you out. Die, and die, and die. Please die. There you go. Yeah, they're definitely coming up that way. Makes sense. And it is completely safe to get up that way. Well, completely possible, I guess, is a much better way to say it. Is it still good? I think it is. I think we're safe now. Yeah, that's a ticket. Okay. Chug potato. Because that's exactly what you do with potatoes. You chug them. Toss that up there and there. Now let's go grab all our junk. Let's hold on to those. I'm so dang excited because we finally have eggs. I mean, beyond anything else, we've got eggs. It feels silly to be this excited about it, but I'm just so excited. I mean, we've been waiting for eggs for like 14 episodes, so it's nice to finally have them. Okay, and here's all our junk. Paper, gas tiers, want those, that. Got room for that. Definitely need that, that. Okay, we can drop that. Toss that in there. More of that, more of that, more of that. That's a full inventory. Now, if I die on the way home, I am going to be very upset. Because, oh my gosh, the entire world just opened up. Oh, this is awesome. University of Arcane Enchants. I think this is just as fast to go this way. I think. I hope. I don't know if it's actually as fast, but it should be just as good. And honestly, I don't care at the moment. I'm just so happy. Did I want anything from here? Nah. I think I'm gonna chug this just to make sure I make it safely. I should be perfectly fine, but no, I'll get some more room in case some random thing pops in my inventory. Speaking of some random thing, these are annoying me. They're causing like a lighting glitch over there. A little bit more. There we go. I think that's the height. Yep. There we go. And those are they're just annoying me. Hop down. That was almost a little close there. Oh, that sucked. That'd have been so horrible. Sometime I want to come out here and harvest more of this glowstone. I mean, I don't really know what I'd use it for. I guess I could use it for some lighting around the house or something like that, but I'm fairly well off with glowstone. So, I guess it's not that big of a deal to me anyway. Though I still do want... No, I actually have enough that I could do that. I think. It's just... best episode ever, guys. Okay, Cenote of the Apprentice, or Ceno. I have absolutely no idea how that's actually supposed to be pronounced. If you do, and it bothers you, I'm sorry. That's good tea. You know, I need to have that kind of tea more often. I think I might have mentioned this, and if you haven't guessed, this is, I've been recording the last couple episodes all in a row. And it's all been the same kind of tea. And it's all been good tea. It's called, Tazo tea. That's the company, or Tazo's the company. And it is the Focus tea from them. It's pretty good, actually. If you are not a huge tea drinker, I don't know if you'd like it or not. I know that I definitely am a tea drinker, and I definitely enjoy it quite a bit. So I guess, you know, that's the best I can say about it. Our next question is, where do we want our chicken farm? Oh, also, I'm going to do something that I don't know if is going to go over too well, but I'm going to do it anyway, because YOLO. That hurt to say. Oh, that really hurt to say. Blocks. Sand? Where are you? Don't have sand. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure we can get sandstone back to sand. Yep. Okay, good. Now what we're gonna do with this is get some sandstone, or soul sand. Now before you freak out, I'm not using it for farming. I'm using this soul sand. Okay. I hope that was on the video. There's like a red flash that I thought I saw. Might have been my monitor. It's been acting up. It's been acting weirdly recently. I mean, I really want some nether quartz, and seeing as this was pre-nether quartz altogether, I don't think there's another way for us to get it, so I kind of have to do this. Hope you don't mind too much. And if you do, sorry. Nether quartz. Woohoo! So what we need the nether quartz for is comparators. The comparator is actually going to be how I'm going to do the chicken farm itself, I think. But I need to give my voice a minute or two break, so I'm going to do a little bit of off-camera building and stuff like that. So I'll see you guys in a couple minutes for me, and, you know, like 2 seconds for you. whenever I say a couple minutes of off-camera work, it's never a couple minutes of off-camera work. Oh, I was gonna actually hold off recording until tomorrow, because it is getting really late here, and I'm all out of coffee now. Or tea. Much better than coffee. But there's a few things that we want to do before this episode ends. And, well, there's actually quite a few things. And at least 2 things I need to catch you back up on. First off, we finally have feathers. And I'll show you how I got those in just a moment. Those are done. And over here. You have no idea how good it feels to finally have these in my inventory. I haven't been this happy in years. Not quite, but, well, I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Oh, this is so awesome, though. So, first things first, before we put those down, where did I get those feathers? Here. I tossed all the eggs in here. There's a, yeah, I guess I'll just lean against this and hope you guys can hear it. I chucked all the eggs in there, so there's a couple chickens. I opened it up for a second. Some of them tried to escape, and, well, that's where I got the feathers from. So I'm just gonna wait for this to fill up with eggs, because there's a hopper behind this, and after this is full, I'm just going to kill the ones in there and start up a little bit better of a farm. So I guess I don't need the stuff. Nether quartz. There we go. Nether quartz this episode, but we will in the near future, I believe. Okay, this is all the same. I was also thinking that, well, this black aurum, it needs some way to actually get monsters into it, doesn't it? Well, yes. Yes, it does. And yeah, I will try and catch next time I load this thing up with monsters on camera. But it works. These pistons basically allow me to... It basically tries to bring them in at the same height as it can. I don't know, the black aurum's weird. I guess I'll just have to show you guys how it's working. Just so excited. Okay, let's lay that down. Projectile. This is actually my first time making spells like this. Can I... Huh. Okay, guess I want projectile down there maybe? And no, that doesn't work. Huh. This is definitely interesting. I mean, I know how this works. It's basically your 3 different casting modes, as opposed to, well, not really having casting modes. Could do that, but I know the 2 different types of damages don't really affect each other. And I want physical... You know, I got 2 books. I'll be good. This is just gonna be the recipe book. Quiz... Oh... Damage... And this is gonna be pretty predictable. Magic damage. Projectile... Magic damage... Finally! Finally! It's still gonna be a little while before we get into Thaumcraft itself. I I'm going to edit and render all these videos before I play Minecraft again, I think. Although I might take a break and do some work. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Like I said, it's late. But I'm going to actually build a new area for Thaumcraft because this is getting a little cramped. I don't think I could actually have enough room for like an infusion altar and all of that stuff. But I'm very excited to actually begin it. But before we end this episode off, we are definitely going to hopefully make Red Rune, Iron Sword, Spell Parchment, Blank Rune. We have everything we need. Heck yes. Okay, so what do we need for magic? Blank Rune, books, Stone Sword, Spell Parchment. So just that and that. Let's go make physical damage. Seriously, this entire Let's Play has just been slowly coming up to this point. There. Vintium down here. Wow. A lot of Vintium there. Arrow. Wait. Oh crap. Snowballs. Well, would you look at that? Just in time for our, to save the Let's Play, my book updated. Huh. Well, fancy that. It was a bit of an oversight on my part. There was no way to actually get wake blooms or snowballs, and I mean, typically how you would get snowballs is you would find, a snow biome. I get the feeling that there is not going to be a single way to get any snow whatsoever in the entirety of Spellbound Caves. So, yeah. I tried to make it, a somewhat fair recipe. The way I see it, snowballs aren't that hard to get. I mean, yeah, you can argue that, you might get really unlucky. You could have, X, Y, and Z happen, but in all likelihood, you're just gonna walk outside and you're gonna get snow. So, I don't know, I'd much rather have some X and a high-low way of getting snow, but I don't know of one, to be honest. And, yeah, I'd rather not, put the entire playthrough on hold until I figure out some random way to figure it out. So, I'm hoping you guys don't mind. And, well, if you do, join the club. I'm not overly happy about it. But, it's what I've got to do. And this is the main reason why I do actually have the hardcore questing mod. I know there's other ways to get your stuff transmuted and things like that. But I couldn't get the one that I was trying to work with. I couldn't get working, so yeah, I just got hardcore questing mode and called it good. Anyways, toss that back. Toss that back too. I need a little bit more space. Do I have anything I can condense? Let's see how much cobble we can toss in the furnaces or crucibles. I'm gonna go with tossing the rest there. There you go. So again, I really wish there was a way to get around it, to not have to feel like I'm, creating snow out of thin air, although it's Minecraft, you can basically do that anyway. So, yeah. And I think I have everything. And yeah, it's a repeatable quest. So let's get one more bucket of water. Here we go. Alright, and yeah, I just don't feel like walking around, best case scenario, walking around on a bedrock ceiling for hours upon hours upon hours to try and get to somewhere with snow. Especially when, I'm a magical character. I'm a mage here. This is the Spellbound Caves, after all, so it makes sense that I can, do some alchemy, make some blaze powder freeze stuff, and yeah, whatever. But let's go finish that spell. And that's the other reason why I guess I'm okay with doing that. The spells are pretty much the only use snowballs will have. And while I could use the snow to get a snow golem, I'm just not going to. To me, it already makes more sense just to have how I have it right now. A recipe we actually have to think about using rather than just have a snow farm. And again, I honestly don't think we're going to get any snow at all through the entire map. If I'm wrong, I'll more than happily be wrong, but until then, yeah, I'm gonna assume I'm not. Let's make this last spell. Arrow. You need that snowball. Purple. Also, if I actually die with these spells on me, I do not get a redo. I mean, I can recraft the spells, obviously, just like in normal vanilla world kind of stuff. But it's just like losing an iron sword, or losing a diamond sword even. I have to have the materials to redo it, and it'll get annoying to have to redo that. To recreate the water like that, or the snow. Alright. I think this is the last thing outside of this that I have to grab. I was lucky. Yeah. Cool. Well, let's get these things named. Now, I remember last time I really played with Ars Magica, this was broken, but I've seen some people having randomly generated spell names, so maybe? Oh, cool. It works. Sweet. Alright, let's... Arrows of Bone sounds perfectly fine by me. That looks like an arrow of bone. Breaker's Health, Ceremony of Earth, Coins of Mud, Cold Transformation, Dire Trickery, Hail of Ice, The Blade of Magma, Chant of Venom, Flame Negation, Seek Serpent, Slave Eaters, Moon of Guarding, Ancestral Misfortune. Sure. That's a magical looking spell. Now I can cast this like 5 times. Oh man, this is cool. And I've heard these can go in here. Oh, they can't. Of course not. Still so glad that I got these. So, let's see if I can sleep. Because I would go out and hunt and see if there's anything I can kill out here. But that would be a little silly, you know. Night plus rain is just... Oh. Oh, I don't think I mentioned that, but I did that. If this works how I think it's going to work, basically vanilla mobs will see a trapdoor like that and say, oh, I can walk out on that. And yeah, they can't. So they'll just fall. Ancestral Misfortune. Oh, that's cool. Don't ask me why this is so cool to me, but this is just really cool. Well, I guess it's pretty much because, I mean, I've been waiting the entire Let's Play to be able to do this. Come on. Even though I really can only fire like twice. So I guess I have some work to do with my magic. Also, before we leave this Let's Play off, or this episode off, I should say, I want to do a little bit more with Ars Magica, I think. Because when we come back, we're going to be really nailing into Thaumcraft. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this, but I've got plans for a new edition around here. Kind of similar to that, only, well, not that. But one more thing I'd like to do. Oops. Okay, let's back out of there. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna be ending really soon. Because, oh man, I'm sorry guys. I'm exhausted right now. I don't know why. It hasn't been that long of a day, but at the same point, it has. Okay. I want to grab these. These. Yes, that's plural. We have enough to get a little bit more. I kind of wish I don't know, I could actually redo spells, I'm pretty sure, to increase, or to add more abilities for it. Because I'd really like to have a touch version of these, because that's a fairly big cost of mana, and touch is generally cheaper. So let's see if we've got that available. I do know of another way, if it's not available through this. Nah, of course not. But anyways, I will do that next episode. I am gonna go crash. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did. And I will see you guys in episode 16. Bye-bye.